Only adults in the gallery. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, hello there, my friend. Welcome back. My goodness, it's good to be here with you. Glad you're here. It has been a pretty long week here at the old fish homestead. I'm glad that we're going into a holiday weekend, though my week has not been as long as some, especially when we consider that Lilly and Jack Sullivan are still missing. Lilly and Jack, ages 6 and 4, were reported missing May 2nd, 2025. It's now been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. Now, something about my channel, a lot of people are new here. We're bumping up against 126,000 fishies in ye old bowl. So just something about my channel here, guys. I often am not the first to things. Sometimes it makes me a little nervous to kind of hop in on a story, knowing that my audience probably knows more than I do. And this case is certainly one of those. I did come in a little too late. I wish I would have come in a little earlier. But I've been going through the case file. The case file that is beautifully organized over on crimetimelines.com. My goodness, what a terrific site. I've brought this up before. Anyway, I was going through this case file today, and I decided I would go ahead and spend some time editing down these files. There are actually 3 files that are unique, and there are not 4, which equals about an hour and a half full of dispatch radio chatter. A lot of it is just blank air, right? It's empty airspace. So what I did is I went through it and I edited out all of the empty space. There's a little bit here and there, but not many minutes, right? There are a few seconds here and there. That has come to 38 minutes and 48 seconds of audio of dispatchers and officers and search people on the ground initially looking for Lilly and Jack Sullivan. The first audio begins at 9:23 a.m. At least that's how it's marked. I've always thought that 911 was called around 10 a.m. It looks like it's maybe 40 minutes before that. But anyway, because on my channel I really don't worry all that much about being first to something. I worry more about doing a good job and trying to get to the bottom of something. And so I know that these recordings have been out there, but I still want to listen to them, especially in light of yesterday's live stream where we went through this app, the Lost Person Behavior app. And man, since last night, I've been going through it, and just seeing the statistics that have been compiled. I can't remember his name. What is his name? Robert Coaster or Robert Caster. Goodness. Anyway, the app is terrific. I'm really glad that they made it. And I suggest that you guys check it out because it is absolutely terrific. But in light of going through those, the app and learning a little bit about what searchers are looking for, I think that now is an appropriate time to listen to the audio. Now, I just have the audio that I will play. We'll just take a look at pictures that we have while we play the audio. I'll be going through your comments while we do it. Typically, I really just look for comments where you want me to to see it by putting GF in the comment. But when we have audio playing, I tend to just kind of like look through everything and see what you guys are saying. So there will be some of that today. A fair warning, again, we've got a lot of new people here. We're at 125,967 subscribers. Fishies in the bowl, I like to say. A lot of new folks today. Grateful for you. I do interrupt. I will sometimes talk over it. I will pause it. I will interrupt. I will, if there's a good question, we'll talk about that. So if that's going to bother you, I completely understand. Totally cool for you to turn it off. I get it. But know that if you go over to crimetimelines.com, you can get the raw audio. You don't have to pay for it. It's right there available. I still don't know who the people are behind this website, but they are amazing. I should put some time into discovering who these people are, because they're doing really, really good work. Anywho, man, I didn't see the council statement there. There's just so much, including like, look at this. These appear to me to be like search radii and different paths that they have gone and they have looked at. There's so many great pictures here of searchers in their command centers. This is a flight path of a helicopter. It's just, there's just so much. And so I really encourage you to check out this website, crimetimelines.com. It is terrific. Okay, so I'm just babbling. Let's go ahead and start the audio. We may not finish talking about it tonight. Typically we get about 20 minutes done when we're listening together. Here we go.
Bravo 3, go ahead.
Oh, and again, because I condensed it, it's not real time. It's moving much faster the way we're listening to it than it happened in real life.
All right, so there is no portable reception down here. However, the cars do work. So Constable Mason's vehicle now, she's got her radio on the loud hailer, so she'll be able to hear us. She has no phone reception, but she does have photo of the two kids. The 6-year-old is the girl, I believe, and she's wearing pink. The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots. So, yeah, I think that's all we kind of have right now.
10-4, since radio service is not bad, do you guys want an extended timer there, a 10-6 timer? I can give you a monitor?
Yeah, definitely. Give us 2 hours, and then ask the risk manager if he wants Constable Mason to depart there to go get some phone service to send those images or not. The drone operator is still...
Hey, this comment real quick. That was in the news yesterday. Somebody sent it to me. I would like to give you credit. I just don't have it up on the screen. There is a CBC report that police went through and asked people for footage from their trail cameras in the area. They're looking for, well, actually, one of the things that they said is they're going back to like April 25th. And they questioned in that report why they would go back so far, because we know that they were live on April 29th, right? They were dropped off by the school bus driver. And I think maybe, the clue that I infer out of that is they are looking for people who shouldn't be there. Maybe they were casing the kids. Maybe they were cruising looking for targets of opportunity. So yes, I am with you. I hope the trail cams reveal something.
With the mom, so...
10-4.
With the service, you can get those photos to him.
Sorry, you want her to go get service to send the photos?
10-4. Sergeant Young, go somewhere and get service and get those photos sent off.
Constable Mason, you talk?
Sorry to interrupt so quickly. Why did it take him so long? Well, in the report, the CBC report, apparently one of the neighbors said that the RCMP said to them, we should have done this earlier. I think that maybe it took this long because they were just so focused on the search, maybe. I mean, we are all people. It's possible to just let things fall through the cracks. And I know I'm not making an excuse because it's very important. It's a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, two little kiddos, right? But it's possible that they were just really, really focused on other clues, other leads, trying to find the children in those first 72 to 96 hours. That it just took them too long.
Just to confirm, both Kilo dogs on scene there? If y'all can hear me there, are you guys on scene?
I believe that is correct, Mary.
Kilo 6 is on scene and Kilo 9 till 17.
Never. Thank you. You're out of 3, go.
I'm 23. We 10-6, 2 hours.
Never.
Our pass from Patrol 4. Good. Yeah, are you still in the air? Yeah, 10-4. Okay, are we okay to drop down on the, looks like the east side of the road there? There's a gully system there. We just want to get down. I have disable passes there. Or are you doing orbits and crossing the road as well?
Lost person behavior.
Yeah, I can stay to the, I can stay out of your area there. I'm at 270. How low are you looking to go? I can take it down too if you need.
No, just for deconfliction, I'll just...
So what that sounds like is we've got a drone operator, we've got a helicopter pilot. They're trying not to be in each other's way, it sounds like to me.
Stay on the east side of the road if you're going to stay on the west side of the road and work the backyards and over top of the residence. If you're not going to cross the road, we'll just drop down. There's a gully on the east side. We want to just kind of cruise the forest there.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, we'll stay on the east side for now, and we'll keep you advised when we switch back over.
Copy that.
I haven't heard that one.
Wait, or do you want me to check the other issue on mutual aid 6?
Yeah, you confirm, I believe, Sergeant Young is, I see that, Young or the risk manager will confirm whether they want him deployed to Lansdowne or here.
Hey, by the way, I mean, this is the first, like, half an hour that the kids are missing, and a helicopter is in the air, a drone is in the air, and people are out searching already. I mean, hats off to the RCMP, and the community, right? I don't know how it is there in Nova Scotia. I live in pretty rural Western Pennsylvania. While the cities tend to have, we have fire departments, most of the little townships, the little boroughs, just the little villages have volunteer fire departments. And these volunteer fire departments have volunteer searchers that are trained. And I was thinking about that after we looked at this app, right? That you and me, we could go and get trained at one of these volunteer search or volunteer fire departments. We could get that training. We could be search personnel. And I've been extremely grateful for them in our area. As a reporter, I've gone out to cover a couple things. And there was one where an elderly man suffering from dementia just disappeared. And within minutes, the entire area was covered with ATVs, UTVs, people on foot looking for this elderly man, and found him quickly. So, and these are all volunteers, at least in my area. And I think that is the case up there in Nova Scotia as well. So you and I can get this training, and we can be an asset to our community. I'm not, no pressure at all, and no guilt or anything like that. I'm just saying, if that's something that you feel drawn to but don't know where to go, start with your local fire department. I think you will find a way where you can be helpful.
I spoke with Risk Manager. He checked with you too, so I'll check with Sergeant Young, and that'll be the priority then. Sergeant Young from Staff Sergeant Rose.
Give copy. Go ahead. TAC 6, Auxiliary 6 are both back, all back in service.
Yeah, Sergeant Young, responded asked me to check if you needed the drone that we just had freed up here in Colchester. Would you like him to come your way?
Another drone. Awesome.
Back in the car there. No service. Go again. Just speaking of the risk matcher, just confirming if you need the drone that we just freed up here in Colchester. We can send it to your way if you wish. It's thermal.
Yeah, that'd be great. A lot of area to cover. We're out in the sticks here. You're very familiar.
By the way, speaking of drones, so I'm a certificated commercial drone operator, pilot. It is not all that terribly difficult to earn your Part 135 commercial license. Now, so I operate two drones. I have one commercial drone where we could attach like a FLIR camera to, and then I have one that is more of a consumer. I fly it commercially, but it's more of a consumer graded drone. It is very difficult. I mean, I just did this with one of my drones last week as I was looking for some homeless encampments in our area. I thought, the easiest way to do this is to get a drone up in the air. And it is very hard. It is very hard to see anything from that vantage point. So I'm going to seek out that training, and I might even sport for the FLIR camera for the larger drone that I have. I have a DJI Inspire 2 that belongs to my company. So, if that's something else that you and I could do, we can earn our Part 135 commercial license. We can go and get training on how to use it in a search and rescue operation. There's always needs for this stuff, guys. And again, no guilt or no pressure, but if we are called, if we feel through this case, through Lilly and Jack, if we feel like, hey, this is a role that I can step into, then I encourage you and me. I'm seriously considering purchasing the FLIR stuff. I encourage you to do it. Just go out and be an asset to your community.
Copy. Constable Tenapple. I'll tell him to report to you. Thanks.
The risk manager is still monitoring there?
Go.
Yeah, there's a dirt road just up past the address, the last point known. We can put vehicles on this dirt road. There's lots of big driveways and stuff. They're fine. If there's any other calls for you for updates, that'll be our staging area, whatever road this is.
Okay, 10-4. Looks like the Matheson West Road. I'm guessing that's the one you're referring to.
Yeah, 10-4, I'm on it now. So, yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, Alpha 3, go ahead.
355, I'm going to request field communications unit to be sent out here. There's 4 comms if this gets extended for a long period of time.
They're asking for more assets. They're dead serious, and I'm just in awe of these guys.
Member is here on Garlock Road. We just had a 911 call. Can I go ahead with the details?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I got a call via 911 from a Karen Ponacow. Time delay about 5 minutes. She was reporting just driving past a black Honda CRV, Nova Scotia marker Golf Mike Fox 320 that left the outdoor recreational park close to the residence. It is permanently closed. Complaint is unsure if related, but it felt a bit strange to her. Driver was a white male around 50 years old, bald with a mustache. And it left from 1480 Garlock Road. I can send that down to your MWS if it's easier.
So neighbors have their eyes open. Oh, this black Honda CRV This doesn't fit here. It's coming out of a place that's permanently closed. Could this be somebody, right? Oh my goodness, the neighbors, the community, the searchers, the police. I'm just so impressed.
Got a copy to Bravo 3, deactivate and reactivate me to this one.
10-4, just came as an update there. Do you want me to send it to your MWS?
10-4, I think you probably sent it to all of us there.
What was that address?
Looks like the address is 1480 Gerlock Road.
I'm sorry, I have to address this comment. Okay, this isn't me being humble or anything. I just have lots. I have lots of interests. And I always have, and I am taken from one to the other. Believe me, Kimberly has rolled her eyes on more than one occasion. I did the drone piloting simply because it was just another aviation thing to do. You know, I've been a private pilot for 25 years now. I've, you know, I got different different certifications and stuff like that, and in different aircraft and different weather conditions and things like that. And I took, just for fun, I took our oldest son to ground school. Just, hey, let's go learn aviation together. And one of the other people that was in ground school, he's a teenager, had his drone certificate. And I was like, that sounds like something fun to do. So that's why I did it. The problem with a person like me is that because I have so many interests, I don't really get all that good at any one of them.
Yeah, Dan, I'm not sure. You know, there's certainly a possibility this one will roll into tomorrow. And I think Josh Weiss is, on call. So, I wouldn't necessarily cancel any big plans that you have. So
Cancel any big plans you have.
Both the files that we have right now will get wrapped up.
Copy that. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I should cancel my plans or not. But yeah, just keep me posted and keep it in mind.
Yeah, we'll do.
That's awesome, Kathy.
Negative at the moment here. We're just overhead the park and just still on the search pattern here. But we were just curious to know if you wanted us to kind of get eyes on that vehicle right away.
Oh, they're serious.
Well, quickly there, just give her a call, see if I can get a direction of travel from her, and that way, if we do need to, we'll know which way they went.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Looks like it's gated. From our vantage point, stand by one.
355, is that the old KOA campground? I'll check there. Stand by.
We don't know yet, Bobby.
355, do you want to send that name and number for that vehicle down to Corporal Bob Short? We'll look after that here.
Definitely, thank you.
Susan.
You.
Remember the Kilo 6, come up the road with me. I'm way up past and head up this way with me.
Real short, I emailed that there to you. And 53 Alpha 3, 355?
Sandra, this is a great question. In my opinion, unless this guy cracks, do you think we'll ever find these kids? So I don't have a professional opinion. I have a lay opinion. I'm not a professional searcher. I'm not a professional investigator. I'm definitely not. I don't have any bona fides when it comes to this. When I was looking at the statistics in the app, survival rate when you get past 96 hours is like 0%. So then the question is, will we ever find the bodies? I mean, and this is just a terrible reality that we have to think about, right? I don't want to believe that these two children have left this earthly plane. I want to believe that they are somewhere, like, and in the case of the theory that they've been abducted, maybe they are still with us, which is terrific. Will we ever see the kids? I think the likelihood is low, but we should keep hope alive. That's what I think.
Yeah, turn around, come the other way. I'm up here up this road.
And thank you.
Thank you up there. So Shuby was contacted. The PSFB truck is requested for comms issues. Will be sent to the staging area.
Ooh, Kendra.
Delta 3, did you copy that?
No, go ahead.
10-4, we talked to Shuby there. The PSFB truck is going to be sent to the staging area for the comms issue.
And all stations, just ordering a black SUV just north of the residence and on the left side of the road. Does not appear to be a CRV, but it is a black SUV. If anybody wants to come up and have a look at that, just under the helicopter here now, if you guys have visual of it.
They take this very seriously, and I'm really proud of them.
On my way in, that's a Kia Sportage, Delta Papa Uniform 468. I didn't run it, but there was no...
I think they know where she is, and they're comfortable that they have access to her. Cappy Goat, do you think the mom had someone take them back to the reservation before she went, and they're keeping it a secret? To me, that's very unlikely, and it's unlikely that they would be able to keep it a secret. Is really kind of what I'm getting at.
In it.
I'm right here. I'll check it.
Thanks.
Yeah, we copy that. There are two, looks like two individuals walking down towards the lake ahead of the vehicle, and there's a cabin at the end of the lake.
The vehicle comes back to a Gregory Giffen from...
805, go ahead.
Our pass from Patrol 4. Good. Yeah, we okay to cross the highway here and work the wooded area behind the residence?
10-4, I'm actually coming out for battery swap right now.
So
okay,
the drone's coming down, helicopter's crossing the road.
SRCC Patrol 4.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Patrol 4 still working Lansdowne Station area off normal, and 1 hour, 30 minutes on the fuel, and we'll call you 30.
He's got 90 minutes left where he can just stay in the air. And
SRCC clear.
Thank you, Patrol 4.
Just advising everyone on the talk group, public safety field communications are en route to that search you have there, and our ETA is about 1:05 p.m. 1305.
I love that they're sending so many resources.
Thanks, 355.
In fact, let me just pause this for a second. The fact that they put so many resources into this so quickly, I think has a lot to do with the survivability rate, right? Of, the getting back over here, the survivability rate of if it's less than 24 hours, then they've got a 98% chance of success, of survival, right? So they're putting their everything into it. I wonder, I just wonder if they get discouraged after that 24 hours. I'm curious about that. But my goodness, I'm so glad they put so much into this. They totally took it serious from the beginning.
There, Garlock Road, if you can copy this there, Corporal Short contacted that complainant from that suspicious vehicle call, and everything was done for. Nothing suspicious about it.
Patrol 4 copies.
Just make sure Mom stays close to the house there in case they happen to sneak out and get back into the house.
Now, I happen to know now we are at 9:53 a.m. I recognize that part of the recording as being the start of the second recording, which happens at 9:53 a.m. And the dispatcher's saying, just make sure Mom goes back to the house in case they try to sneak in. And I'm sure that this was the first kind of stuff that they searched, right? I mean, they searched the house, they searched the outbuildings, the old RV. I bet they searched it all before they ever went out in the woods.
Search command, this is Colchester. Thank you. Over.
Right.
This is the area right
here. The road of our building here, we've got all of our equipment on the go, and 22 members should land on site about 1:30, a little before, hopefully.
22 more searchers.
10-4, that's great. Thank you.
Oh, you know what might be happening? That timestamp may just be... That timestamp may be like UTC time. Because they're talking about we're going to be on site around 1:30 p.m. or 13:05, 13:30. You know, maybe this was around an hour later or something. 11 o'clock
Make
when
sure
it started.
Mom stays close to the house there in case they happen to sneak out and get back into the house.
What did I do? I accidentally bumped it back. Sorry, guys.
Search command, this is Colchester. Thank you. Over.
Right.
Search the road of our building here, we've got all of our equipment.
Your services from our path.
Go ahead for Patrol 4.
You good if I take off from the house and go north up to the lake, just to the north of the residence?
Thank
here,
you for...
Just do a low fly around the coast there. That's Lansdowne Lake, just west of Garlock Road.
Guys, thank you so much.
Confirm you want to check the lake kind of northwest of the residence?
Yeah, 10-4.
Guys are awesome.
Okay, so you're going to do that Lansdowne Lake, is it?
Yeah, I just guys have already had a look there.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, let me know when you launch, and we're just going to keep working this heavily wooded area just behind the residence.
Gizelo is a commercial pilot. She's
Yep,
much more accomplished than I am.
As long as you stay over the lake, and then I'll just deconflict with you, and I will not go near the lake.
Good, thanks. Pass taking off.
Good point, Madison.
Patrol 4 copies.
Sergeant Young, copy responder.
I don't think so, Carmel.
Sergeant Young, do you have any cell reception there?
I see your command on MA6, copy SRCC.
They still have not found these kiddos, will she?
4 from our path.
Go ahead, 4.
Yeah, Lake there. I'm at 6. She's going to turn this area. Just to advise. I'll be out of your hair here in a second.
Sorry, say again, you're broken up there.
Sipping on, I had not heard that. I'm very sorry to hear that.
The lake's too far for me to fly, so I'm just going to return. I'll be out of your hair here in a second.
Okay, copy that. We're just heading west, southwest here behind the residence. Should be no problem. Thanks.
Copy that. I'll just remain east of you right now and stay kind of relatively close, tight radius of the house here.
Okay, so confirm you're just going to stay in the air and then just work around the residence?
Yeah, then I'll just stay to the east of you guys for now, close to Garlock Road.
Okay, copy that. We'll just stay back here behind the residence, and there is a field, kind of an open area behind the residence there. I'll just stay west of that, so I won't come any closer to the backyard for that.
Yeah, I had heard that, Susan, but I don't have any official confirmation on that.
You know, if you need some moving closer,
Thank
I'll
you.
get out of the way.
Yeah, no, you guys do your thing, and we're just going to work all these heavily wooded areas out here where you guys can't reach.
Perfect.
These guys are working together. It's pretty awesome.
Kilo 652, large 316. I'm on here now.
Yeah. Yeah, the nonverbal thing, I think it must have been somebody in the family that said that. The mother, Michaela, and the stepdad, Daniel, both said that they are verbal. So I'm not sure where that came from.
An onion bag. That's not nothing they play with or anything, is it?
Same with GPS.
I heard that as well, Irene.
Fix back the truck, giving the dog a break. We're going to do the residence and property over again while we wait.
So they've got a canine there, sounds like.
We're coming to see, can you get some water in some form? Just here for the members on scene working, and that'd be great.
Holy cow, you guys gifting the memberships. That was nuts. Thank you all.
I just want to let you know, on last night's search, we were having problems with our TMR communications through our command trailer. I think we've got a connector or a wire with a problem. Something you might want to consider activating public field comms to come aid us in communications if that's going to be a need.
Already done, they're en route.
Excellent, appreciate it, thank you.
We're just coming by Stewiacke now. GTA 112.
SRCC Patrol 4.
You guys are amazing.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Am I be able to gift?
Patrol 4 is still working Lansdowne Station, and ops normal 1 hour, 20 minutes on the fuel. We'll call you 30.
10-4, SRCC clear.
Thanks much, Patrol 4.
I joined in.
Vickers from Bishop. You copy? Now, in their bedroom, we called this morning, and they haven't been seen since then. I need to get a good statement and figure stuff out. Corporal McGinnis, can you copy there? I think your portable's spotty. Was that you I heard on here that was going to do a search of the residence again?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. They were going to do the
They're not talking live now. No, this is from the day that that they were reported missing.
property in the residence again.
Copy that.
Property in the residence again. Copy, and just for everyone's awareness, based on the profile, Children could have traveled at least 6 kilometers. So keep that in mind.
Oh, did you hear that? Based on the profile, they could have traveled 6 kilometers. That, I think, comes directly from the app. I think they are using the app here, the Lost Person Behavior app. According to the profile, again, you can go into like children 4 to 6, and there is a brief where you can learn about, how, how they can, or how to go about searching for children ages 4 to 6. There are different tasks that you can do. I mean, this app is just absolutely top notch, man. Top notch. And I do not know where their biodata is.
For your awareness, their media release has been put out in a non-intrusive alert to the Senate Victor Cabin.
Perfect, thank you. That's the campground, that's the KOA. It's across the road, and the people down there are aware. Keep an eye out. There's also a trail cam that was found on that road for the staging area. Just trying to make contact with the owner there now to see if he had any footage.
So some trail cams they went after in the beginning.
Patrol 4.
Good.
I agree with this, Madison.
Yeah, just want to confirm this distance is okay for us?
Yeah, 10-4. I'm still to the north of Garlock Road. Just kind of doing a grid there.
Thank you.
Okay, copy that. And yeah, just confirm we're not going to come any closer from the west where those open fields are behind the residence. We're not going to work that area at all. We'll leave that to you.
Copy that thing.
Sergeant Joe Young, you on this here? You want to confirm you're aware you got another R-Pass operator heading your way from Bible Hill? And you guys are located at 1407 Garlock Road?
10-4.
Copy, thank you. Sergeant Joe Young, you on this here? You want to confirm you're aware you got another R-Pass operator heading your way from Bible Hill? And you guys are located at 1407 Garlock Road?
10-4.
Copy, thank you.
Sergeant Young. First Major. I've been in and out here, so not sure if I missed this. Or did you guys want EHS out there in the area?
Yeah, 10-4. Yep, so if we can get them.
Copy.
This is an interesting comment, and I hadn't thought about this. I wonder, if one child goes missing, but two. Why would two children? I feel like that. I don't know the statistics on that, but it does seem that two going off together is less likely than one going off together. Now, I remember reading in the app that they have prepared for example, if multiple children are gone out, then the oldest one, that is the profile that you're looking at. So, I mean, obviously they come across times when multiple children go missing, but it does seem a little more suspicious, doesn't it? And I mean, I wasn't all that suspicious about Daniel, Mr. Martell, but I got pretty suspicious pretty early on with Michaela Brooks Murray, the mom. This is a picture of the little family with the other kiddos' faces blurred out, but I don't know. It does seem things are pretty suspicious. All right, let's keep this playing. We actually, how much time do we have? We have plenty of time. We're going to keep going.
Thank you.
9355, still 17?
17, 6K out, mark me 23, max timer, no need for checks. What's the civic for the command post?
Holy guacamole, Doctora Latina. Thank you very much. La Doctora says, Gavin, thank you for all you do and for covering this tragic case. Blessings to you and your precious family. Well, thank you. Oh my God, that is a huge blessing to me and my precious family. Thank you so much. And I am honored to talk about this case with all of you. This one can't just fade away. These are two kiddos that are gone, right? I feel the same way that the RCMP officer did at the press conference, right? I think about our kids when there are two kids missing like this. It is a tragic case. So thank you again, and thank you all for caring about the case. I mean, we've got 22, almost 2,300 people watching right now. Thank you all.
Yeah, the intersection close to Deerlock Road and Madison West Road, just up, there should be some vehicles there now.
And I have my DVRA repeater turned on in my truck, so if anyone can use that on their portable to switch to Northeast Nova DVRA.
Hey, more.
No comms, you're on the way. I'm going to see if I can park this thing at a high point.
Or yeah, comms are on the way there. I believe they said around 1 o'clock. Let me just double check their time.
They're on the way. I'll see if I can park this thing high.
Or they should be there around 13:05.
I'm going to try to close out echo counseling. That might have something to do with my mic.
Was that for Patrol 4?
Hopefully that'll help.
Just advising our pass it down for battery swap. I'll be down for a few minutes here. Just listening.
Other people
We'll just,
say they hear me fine.
Continue our search here. We're just going to get a little tighter to the house there while you're on things.
How about that?
5303, go ahead.
355, can we activate East Hants as well? Our local search teams are burnt out from last night, running on 3 hours. So if we get East Hants here as well, that'd be great.
Did you guys hear that? Please send help. Our locals are burned out from last night's search. That's a sad reality. There is the human exhaustion.
5 minutes inbound your location.
Roger, got that, Scott. About half an hour to our location. We're underwater again now. Dive team is on scene.
Dive team is on scene?
#53 Alpha 3355.
RCMP Joe Young from EHS Special Operations on Mutual Aid 6.
Copies.
Yeah, sorry for everybody who's having audio problems. Everything on my side seems okay.
Operations on Mutual Aid 6.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Joe, it's Sean and Nathan. We just got tasked with that incident land ground. We're responding. We are coming from Antigonish, so we got a probably 45-minute ETA.
3355. #53 Alpha 3355. We contacted should be there to get the East Hants GSAR team. They're gonna head out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Drippy.
the missings?
4 and 6.
SRCC Patrol 4. CC Patrol.
Yeah, the audio is what it is.
Patrol 4, go ahead. Patrol 4, SRCC.
SRCC Patrol 4 on H86.
There you are, go ahead.
Hey, W check, we're landing Lansdowne Station, and we'll call you airborne.
Copy, thank you. SRCC clear. .30 505 355, are you on this channel now?
Is that for Charlie 35?
10-10, looking for 30 Bravo 5, Staff Sergeant McKinnon. Go ahead. 10-4, just a second if you're on this channel, and you're 17 area, or are you 23 there now?
Yeah, 17.
Thank you.
Patrol 4 from Marvin.
Shannon, I agree with that, man.
06, Kim on.
I'll have to check that out, Nancy.
60515, go ahead.
Just looking to have whatever fire department is local called out. Alma Fire. Specifically for traffic. And it has been noted they may have a drone as well. If they don't mind attending.
Jacqueline, give them a call. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on fire. It's Fleur, I think.
Lisa, yeah, I should remind you guys this a little more often. This is audio dispatch from the day the children went missing. At this point, we are about an hour and 15 minutes in. What I've done, and thanks to all of you who are patient, because I've told you this before, but those who haven't heard it, there's about an hour and a half of audio. What I've done is I've just cut out the empty air. So that came down to like 36 minutes, almost 37 minutes. And right now we are about 31 minutes into that. So we're well over an hour past. And what have we heard so far? We have heard, first responders getting there as quickly as they can, canine search operators, drone operators, a helicopter, search and rescue from the area, community members calling in seeing suspicious things like a black SUV coming out of a place they shouldn't have been. We've got other search and rescue coming from other places. We've got communications platforms that are repeaters because in this area the radio doesn't work very well. So people are bringing in repeaters so that the radio won't be so spotty. I mean, this is an impressive display of human caring, of people caring that a 6-year-old little girl and a 4-year-old little boy are not where they're supposed to be. And it's impressive. I'm very sorry that it ultimately did not bear the fruit of finding the children. It bore fruits. It bore investigative fruits, 100% for sure. But it did not bear the fruit of bringing the children home. Oh, we've also heard them talk about profiles that they are using. Again, going back to this app, right? This app right here. So we've heard so much so far. But again, this is from May 2nd. I'll continue now.
Yeah, whatever they got, that'd be helpful. If they don't mind attending here, that'd be great.
Sergeant Vickers, this is Stetson 83.
Stetson 83 from Portable. Staff Vickers should be on mutual aid 5.
Vickers here, go ahead.
Valley Dispatch, Station 2.
Yeah, Stetson 83, we're going to be there within 15 minutes there. We'll, unless you have any other directions, we'll start searching the south portion of the lake.
Nope, that'd be great. The dive team is just arrived, and we'll advise the drone. There's a drone in the area.
Please report to the station for a tasking.
Thank you, Patty.
That'd be great. We can tell the land there shortly. We'll be in, and if you need to get a hold of us, just call us up on this frequency of 783.
Well, thank you.
Copy that. All members asked to report to the station. You'll get more details upon arrival.
Misty, I don't know the answer to that, and unfortunately in Canada I really don't know how to find that. So by the way, let me just pause here for a second. I have an amazing growing team of researchers led by Autumn, also a growing team of writers for CrimeCod, my website. So if you are interested, for example, I have no idea. I'm sure that I could put some work into it and figure it out, but at this point I have no idea how to find criminal records in Canada. I would love a researcher that has some sort of expertise in the great nation of Canada. If you would like to volunteer for that, head on over to my website, gavinfish.com, click on this little icon right here. That will take you to a form, and I get all of these emails, okay? Don't think that I don't get them. Also, if anybody is an expert in Mexican law, since we're looking at the Valeria Marquez case, oh my goodness, Valeria. When I lived in Argentina, there was a supermodel from Argentina. Her name was Valeria Massa. And I don't know, I'm getting them all mixed up. But Marquez, I'm very interested in anybody who might have some expertise on Mexican law. So please reach out to me. Okay, and I'll try not to interrupt too much more. We're 5 minutes out.
So 9355, still 17?
17, 6K out, mark me 23, max timer, no need for checks. What's the civic for the command post?
Yeah, the intersection close to Deerlock Road and Maston West Road, just up, there should be some vehicles there now.
And I have my DVRA repeater turned on in my truck, so if anyone can use that on their portable, so switch to Northeast Nova DVRA. No comms, you're on the way. I'm going to see if I can park this thing at a high point.
Or yeah, comms are on the way there. I believe they said around 1 o'clock. Let me just double check their time.
Oh, they're on the way. I'll see if I can park this thing high.
10-4, they should be there around 13:05.
Cool. What was that for? Control 4?
Yeah, 10-4, just advising our pass is down for battery swap. I'll be down for a few minutes here, just listening.
That is the drone operator saying they're going to be out of the air.
We'll just continue our search here. We're just going to get a little tighter to the house there while you're on things.
I'll go with that.
5303, go ahead.
355, can we activate East Hants as well? Our local search teams are burnt out from last night, running on 3 hours, so we get East Hants here as well, that'd be great.
About half an hour, 25 minutes inbound your location.
Roger, got that, Scott. About half an hour to our location. We're underwater again now. Dive team is on scene.
Dive team's on scene. Hilson, yes, please reach out. Totally, please reach out. I'm always on the lookout for experts that can help me out.
53 Alpha 3355. 53 Alpha 3355.
SCPIC Joe Young from EHS Special Operations on Mutual Aid 6.
Copies.
Sergeant Young from EHS Special Operations on Mutual Aid 6.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Joe, it's Sean and Nathan. We just got tasked with that incident land ground. We're responding. We are coming from Antigonish, so we got a probably 45-minute ETA.
3355. 53 Alpha 3355. We contacted Shuby there to get the ESANS GSAR team. They're gonna head out.
Thank you.
To the missing.
4 and 6.
SRCC Patrol 4. CC Patrol.
Patrol 4, go ahead. Patrol 4, go ahead. Patrol 4, SRCC.
SRCC Patrol 4 on Mutual Aid 6.
Yvonne, I better be. I better be. I lived in Argentina. I speak Castilian.
AW Jack, we're landing.
Thank you.
Lansdowne Station, and we'll call you airborne.
Copy, thank you. SRCC clear. 30 Bravo 5355, are you on this channel now?
Is that for Charlie 35?
10-10, looking for 30 Bravo 5, Staff Sergeant McKinnon. Go ahead.
Thank you.
10-4, just checking if you're on this channel, and you're 17, are you? Or are you 23 there now?
Yeah, 17.
Thank you.
Control 4 from Alpha. 06, Kim on.
604 level 15, go ahead.
Just looking to have whatever fire department is local.
Wow.
Alma Fire. Specifically for traffic. There's a note that they may have a drone as well. If they don't mind attending.
Jacqueline, give them a call.
More people on the way.
Yeah, I'm on fire and slur, I think.
Yeah, whatever they got, that'd be helpful. If they don't mind attending here, that'd be great.
Sergeant Vickers, it's Stetson 83.
Stetson 83 from Portable. Staff Vickers should be on Mutual Aid 5.
Vickers here, go ahead.
Valley Dispatch Station 2.
Yeah, Stetson 83, we're going to be there within 15 minutes there. We'll, unless you have any other directions, we'll start searching the south portion of the lake.
No, that'd be great. The dive team is just arrived, and we'll advise the drone. There's a drone in the area.
Please report to the station for a tasking. All members report to the station.
That'd be great. We can tell the land there shortly. We'll be in, and if you need to get a hold of us, just call us up on this frequency at 783.
Well, thank you.
Got about 10 more seconds.
All members asked to report to the station. You'll get more details upon arrival.
That sounds like it's a volunteer fire department calling everybody in. That is the end of the recording. Owl 13, so it's highly possible the kids got into their dope. If that's the case, a person instantly is off to La La Land after taking like fent. Kids may have been curious. The reason that I kept this up is I work as a local reporter. I'm mostly on the crime beat, though I write about lots of different things because we are a local community. There's lots to write about. But I can't tell you how many times I've written up an article about a child who is dead because they got into their parents' or even their grandparents' drug stash. I hope that's not the case here. But it's been 3 weeks. I feel like the likelihood that something like that happened is pretty high. And I'm fond of telling this story, but a friend of mine is a administrative court judge, and she's a former prosecutor. I won't say her name or the state that she's in, but she's an impressive person. She talks about how, like, if she goes on a long drive, she's driving through the desert, she just looks out into the desert and thinks to herself, there's probably a lot of bodies out there. I wonder how many are out there. Or driving through the woods, wonder how many bodies are out there in the woods. Especially here in the Northeast, where everything is so densely forested, and also so humid and wet. There are a lot of places to hide remains. Yeah. It's just, yes. Spanish is a beautiful language, says Drippy Thougtsicle. Spanish is a beautiful language, and I have to admit that I spoke it much better at one time when I actually lived in a place where I had to speak it all the time. I hardly ever get the opportunity, so I'm usually stumbling over my tongue. Kimberly and I are going to actually head to Portugal here in a couple of weeks, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think I will. Of course, they speak Portuguese, but the closeness to Spain, I think I'll probably be able to use it. And I think one day we're gonna head over into Spain just to spend some time. Kimberly and I have never traveled. Never. Our honeymoon was a cheapo little 3-day cruise from Long Beach to Ensenada. That is the last time we traveled together, and we've been married 25 years as of last November. So we're headed to CrimeCon. So if you're in London on the 6th and 7th, I think it's the 6th and 7th, please come on over to CrimeCon, and I will be with Joseph Scott Morgan talking about the case of Ellen Greenberg, and then Kimberly and I are off to Europe together. We've never done that, so that's what we are planning. Couple of other things. There was... Hey, Madison, when you're talking about the Maritimes, I fancy myself somebody who knows pretty good geography. Where are the Maritimes? Oh, so we're talking about Eastern Canada, the Maritime provinces. I see. Man, the number of missing people is so high. That is sad. That is really sad. The 30th of April, says Marlene, there was no school. It was Peace and Reconciliation Day in Canada. Yes. Wild edibles. I don't think stepdad is hiding that, but mom could be hiding something. Yeah, this case is... it just becomes more and more suspicious. Now, the more that I dig into the case, though, the more confident I am in the RMCP and the investigators in the case. I think the only reason that Lilly and Jack haven't been found so far is because it's just very hard to do. They're up against something that is extremely difficult, and that is probably why. But I'm supremely confident. I think that they're doing a good job. I mean, we just listened to it was 38 minutes and 48 seconds of first responders responding to the call. They're in. They've got drones in the air. They've got a helo in the air. They've got repeaters on the ground. They've got divers in the water. They've got people in the woods. They've got people looking at trail cams. I mean, that is an impressive display of, like I said before, human caring. It's just impressive. So we'll keep our eye on this. It is one of the 3 cases that are current that I'm just really keeping a close eye on, because I mean, well, these kinds of things speak to you, right? These are just little kiddos, just little ones, and I really want their safe return. Hope is fading, but I think we have to keep hope and hope that we can find them safe. Quick little I guess shameless self-promotion. If you go over to my website, guys, by the way, Crime Timelines isn't the only place that does a good job organizing cases. I pat myself on the back here. We've got a lot of important cases here that you guys can check out. If you click on the Support Me tab, there are lots of different ways that you can support me, but the one that I really would like you to think about is buying my lead mod, Autumn, a coffee. Click on that button. That will take you over to buy a coffee. You can take care of Autumn. And then, if you click on, I already told you how to contact me. If you're an expert, you want to be a guest, you have some expertise that lends itself to the things that I talk about, please reach out. Also, if you click on this little button right here, that will take you over to the fish tank. That'll take you to the fish tank. We're over 4,500 members in the fish tank now. It's pretty rad. That's just where we like to talk about. Yeah, Marlene, thank you very much. We like to talk about all things true crime and the cases that I cover. If you missed it this week, I was on Hillbilly Crime this week as well as Surviving the Survivor earlier today. So if you haven't gotten your full true crime fix, go to those channels. If you think they deserve it, subscribe to those channels because they're amazing. And then the last thing I will bring to your attention is Crime Cod. If you go over to Crime Cod, that is my full-on true crime website. We've got a growing team of writers over there, and if you are interested in writing or have some expertise in writing, please reach out again through the contact me form. I'll put you in touch with my editor, Jake, and while you're there, you can sign up for the newsletter as well. Okay, with that, guys, thank you very much for being with me. It's been a terrific week. Next week is going to be a little bit... is that next week? I have to look at the calendar. Hold on. No, we'll do a full week next week. Full week next week, and then the following week, it'll be a short week for me. And then I'm headed off to London and then the continent. But I am preparing. In fact, I'm staying up very late. If you see the bags under my eyes, I'm staying up nice and late to create some stuff for you guys while I'm away. But anyway, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. If you're in the U.S., enjoy that Memorial Day weekend. On Surviving the Survivor, I was there with the Tennessee District Attorney General, Mark. I can't remember Mark's last name. I'm blanking on it right now. But he said, while you're enjoying your day at the beach, remember their day at the beach. Right? That so many people, including my grandfather, fought for our freedom. My dad, so many people that I love, and so deeply grateful for them. And then Lisa, thank you very much for that super chat. You got it right in there at the end. I appreciate it. So with that, guys, I won't be back Monday. So next week it is kind of a short week. All right? With that, bid you adieu. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Take care. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.